That was really good, by the way. We have this little thing we have to do before the interview while the music is playing, where we just kind of go back and forth quietly. That was really good. Did you study acting or something?
I did. You gave me tips beforehand.
This is going to be a wonderful interview, partially because of the event itself, but very much because of the organization behind the event and my personal involvement with this organization. It's the Queensbury United Methodist Church, right exit 19, right?
Absolutely.
Right across from the high school, up in Queensbury. And it was probably about a year ago that I met your better half, Reverend Phil.
Yep.
And he invited me over to just see what was going on with the church and the kind of outreach programs that you were doing. And I was just knocked over. You know, you think of a church, okay, you go on Sunday morning, you go to the service, and they send a basket around or whatever. And but here's a congregation that has an amazing food pantry, a program for school children, the clothing store, the food pantry. It's really something, and the personality is also really outstanding. So with that said, I'm just glad that I had that personal relationship. And this is Megan Phaneuf, who is the full-time volunteer. Well, that's an interesting title.
It's got to be something. I don't know what else to call it.
Who's the better half of Reverend Phil. And joining us is Lynn Gorham, who is with the Adirondak FlatLine Players. There's a lot of sense of humor in the name of that organization, right?
It took us a while to come up with it, but
we
brainstormed and did it.
It was well worth the wait. There's an event coming up that the church is having as a fundraiser, and it's one of these murder mystery dinners. And hence now you know why FlatLine Players is kind of clever. You know what? I'm going to start with you, Lynn. Adirondack FlatLine Players, what kind of got you interested in this category?
Well, I had seen one in Florida, and I loved how people got so engaged in it, and it looked like just so much fun. So I brought it to Glens Falls Community Theater, and we started doing them back in 1999, so this will be the 20th anniversary of them doing murder mysteries. So then Bob Myers and I, my partner in crime, decided to venture out on our own.
I got it. And I've been to a couple of murder mystery dinners myself. They are fun. You know, a lot of times you just don't know what's coming next. You just don't know.
And we like it that way.
Yeah, you do like it. I'm sure you do like it that way.
I'm super excited because I've never been to one.
Oh my goodness, this is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
You know what, I set it up a bit because I was just very taken when Reverend Phil, took me on tour there. But really, talk to me a bit about the church and about the things that you do in the community.
Queensbury United Methodist Church is a poppin' church. We do not sit still for hardly anything. We are not the type of church that you go into on a Sunday morning, sit down, listen to the Bible, and go home and you're done. We are doing things in that building almost 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We rent out space to AA, to the Boy Scouts, to the Girl Scouts. We have, like you said, the food pantry a couple times a week that's going on. We have the children's before and after school care program, and we have Second Life Warehouse, which is the best thrift store clothing ministry in Queensbury. So we really have a lot of stuff going on in that building all the time, and to have a murder mystery dinner coming is just another great thing to do, you know?
Well, you know what, and not only that, of course, but it's raising funds for the other things that Megan is talking about. You know, there's two things that come to mind here. I've been doing so many interviews lately, and with organizations helping people in need. And when you realize that some single mom is working 3 jobs and is still legally in poverty, and you recognize that, you know, people do need assistance, they need help. They get self-conscious about it. They feel, you know, oh, maybe I shouldn't, and, you know, all of those kinds of things. And at United Methodist, it's such a welcoming environment that, you know, people, I just know how you're doing this. I've been there.
Yes, you know? We're very, very friendly. That's what we're known for, is to be open. And I don't think anybody that's shopped in Second Life Warehouse has ever felt like they are lower class. Like I
Yeah.
said, 85% of our customers are middle class families that just have a harder time making all the ends meet, and they enjoy coming, and all of our stuff is phenomenal. The people that go to the food ministry program, I mean, they're middle class people that just need an extra hand.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you something that probably Megan wouldn't tell you, but Megan cooks all the time. And you do. I know you do. So does Rev Phil. Yeah, he
Yep.
does too.
Yep, he does.
This is really something. And truth be told, I purchased something in the clothing store myself. So there you have it. I want to talk about the event. It's Friday the 18th and Saturday the 19th. So you have two chances. And the reason they're doing it twice is that tickets are very limited each night. Megan and Rev Phil will be cooking to accommodate the people that come for this murder mystery. And of course, Lynn and her troupe are going to be setting you up for a surprise. So, and the funds that are raised, at $30 a ticket, you can realize how much we'd like to sell these two events out so that the church can then continue the work that they're doing in the community and the way they're doing it in the community. You can get tickets, UMCQ, United Methodist, what does that stand for?
United Methodist Church of Queensbury.
Oh, gee, I'm shocked.
.org.
What a stretch that was, right? Okay, umcq.org.
Yes.
umcq.org. And you can find out in advance. Now, the cutoff for tickets is
Monday.
the 14th, right?
Yes.
Monday the 14th.
Yes.
And the reason for that is obviously they want to sell both these out. And they want to prepare ahead because I know they want to. Is he grilling?
He is grilling, and
I
I
knew
am
it.
cleaning and marinating 120 pounds of chicken. Yeah.
And what are you doing? You're just going to scare people.
Oh, yeah.
You'll come
We've
eat.
got a lot of
You get to come eat.
surprises. in store.
I bet you do. So, look, this is a wonderful event and a fabulous organization to support. So, Lynn, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You flatliner, you. And Megan, just such a pleasure to meet you, especially after meeting Reverend Phil. You
Thanks.
know, you can really see the
Thanks.
personality behind this church. And really, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you want to, don't forget, 18 and 19, Friday night, Saturday night. You want to see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.